It's one of the public Ivy Leagues.
Yeah.
So that's one thing. And the other one was like it's the first public university ever established. At least now, I think this period is really bad for you to like come for masters.
Have a backup plan, like, what if this doesn't work out? If you are in a stage where if this doesn't work out, I'm screwed, then I would say, think twice.
Randomly, a person kind of showed her a gun and were like, "Oh, give me all the money you have."
One thing people don't understand coming from India to USA is that in USA, if you move one block, the atmosphere completely shifts.
So 75,000 that and 2 years master's program.
Yeah.
So 24,000 for cost of living. So like almost 100,000.
Meet these amazing students from UNC Chapel Hill, and I cannot wait for you to learn about their stories. But the stories that they shared are honest stories. They were unfiltered, raw, and real. They share things that you would not hear from your consultants in India. In fact, they shared stories which will help you guide through your entire master's journey, internship hunt journey, and full-time journey. You will relate to them because you are going to go through the same journey as an international student. I highly recommend that you watch because we're going to cover everything about UNC Chapel Hill, but also life as an international student. What is it like to survive loneliness, roommate issues, cost of living, tuition fees, how to find internship, what they would do if they get a chance to go back in time and redo their entire journey.
I've heard people work for like different departments as graduate research assistant and have their tuition fee covered, their insurance covered, and also get a good amount of pay.
Anyone who hasn't been actively seeking a job for the last 3-4 years, maybe you are working somewhere already, you will have a much different time now because just the demand for computer science is lower because all the new AI agents, and the supply is much more than it was.
They come here, they start enjoying the life,
Yeah.
and then they forget the true goal.
Exactly.
And some universities, part-time job becomes their main thing.
Yeah.
They forget that that's not why they came here.
Yeah. So I'm Haritoshi, and then I came from Hyderabad, and then I think I came in January 2023, and I did my master's in biomedical and health informatics.
Nice. Okay. And you?
And I'm Tanmay. I'm also from Hyderabad, and I was here December of 2022, and I also did my master's in health informatics.
Nice. Okay.
Hi, I'm Amrut. So I came from Sambhajinagar, Maharashtra, and so I came in fall 2022.
And then what major?
Yeah, my major was into master in information science.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay. So obviously all of you came 2022. That means you graduated. All of you graduated.
Yeah.
2024.
Yeah.
The worst job market ever.
Exactly.
But all of you have a job.
Yes.
Okay. Nice. Okay. Is that same for all the students in UNC, or is it you guys are special? We are special. You can say that.
I wouldn't call myself special because in terms of job, at least if I have to be very open, then I would say I'm in a very temporary position. So I wouldn't say I have a complete
Full-time.
thing. So I'm still looking. So I feel like most of the people who graduated along with me are also in the same boat. So I feel like it's the same for everyone. It's just that I've got something.
Something. Yeah. Okay. Got it. Same for you.
Same for me, but I would say in 2024, most of us who graduated, they're working. They have some good experience as well because everyone, when everyone came from India, so they have some sort of experience. In information science program, in our program, there were around 10 students. So for information science, that was the biggest one when we came. So, but 2024 was good for us, and yeah, we graduated. But that time it was way hard. But after networking and everyone, when we talked to people, we networked here for a lot, and that helped us to find a job, and that was really good. Because
So you are working right now,
yeah.
and what is your role?
So I'm a product designer right now with a startup called Nearby.
Oh yes, of course. I've seen your portfolio. Yeah. Nice. Great. And then what do health informatics people work as? What's some top 5 career roles that you would look for after you finish your masters?
Maybe she can start.
I mean, the topmost, the first thing that hits my head is data analyst, especially in industries like pharmaceuticals, hospitals, or like companies like Epic, which deal with EHR systems.
Yeah.
So these are like the topmost industries that I can think of for people who graduated from health informatics. And then the other being data scientists. And then there are a whole lot of IT roles, but then the niche is health data.
Got it.
Hey, before we move on to the next part of the video, I want to quickly talk about our newsletter community, which you can be part of absolutely free. We are now going strong and we have more than 40,000 people in our newsletter community. So imagine 40,000 people are receiving my newsletter every single week, twice a week, where I break down all of the stories that we did and make it a valuable resource for you. So if you're someone who doesn't have time to watch this and you just want to get an email with all of the resources into an email, that is the place to be. I'll put the link in the description. I'll give you some example. This is the one for Tanvi, where how she got 2 co-ops and she paid off her entire master's fees. This is an example of Maya, where she got 3 co-ops and she paid off her fees plus a little bit of savings. Here is an example of Sahil, who got his green card in 3 years. Here is an example where we shared a bunch of resources on job hunting. So I promise this is going to be a valuable resource for you, and it doesn't cost you anything. If you want to be part of our newsletter community, link will be in the description, or you can go to link.udj.com/newsletter. This is the URL. And now I'll let you enjoy the video.
So it's pretty much like data science or business analytics. Instead of business analytics, it's health.
Health business analytics.
Gotcha. So you're doing same business analyst, data analyst role, but more health focused.
Right. So the industry is kind of health focused, like you said. Again, medical, clinical, and public health.
What about wearable tech?
Yeah,
Wearable-
it includes
yes.
that as well.
It
Like
would include
everything
that as
related to health is like in our course.
So do you, and sorry, I'm very curious about this major. So do you learn about health stuff, or do you learn about data stuff?
We learn more about health data stuff like EHRs and other things, but not completely the health thing.
So it's nicer to have a background of the niche you're working with, especially I work at the dental school. So it's nicer to have a background of, having the knowledge of dentistry, but then it's not a mandatory or a necessity as such. You can always learn.
And I think a lot of students also are like a dentist or pharmacist from India. They usually come for this program. That way it's like they have more opportunities.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, so they don't want to be dentists, they want to be.
Yeah, so it's like a mix.
And is there demand for this type of role?
Yes, there's
was.
a lot. Like, I feel like there was, to be honest, but because of the jobs and everything, I feel like it's reducing. But initially, there's a lot.
I mean, the other thing that we face is competition from IT and CSM.
Exactly, yeah.
That industry, because they are like more well-rounded, so they can work with any kind of data at any point of time. And we are like
More
a
of a
smaller
niche.
niche. So
Yeah.
again, I would say we would give them competition as well. It's not just
Yeah,
we are
because you
facing
have the
competition.
more health focused. So the industry from health might prefer you over them.
Yeah.
True.
Gotcha.
Because we can work with those dental codes or medical codes that all of these insurance companies use or healthcare centers use. Or
The COPD codes and all of those codes, yeah. I spent 6 years in building healthcare software for insurance company, yeah. So that was my first job.
Oh, that's nice. Then you know.
Yes, I worked a lot with clinicians and nurses because our software was for hospitals and insurance companies. So I understand a lot of
So,
it.
did you work with a data analyst at that
We
time?
did, yeah.
So, was that person an IT person or like a health?
It was an IT person, yeah.
See?
But the product managers were more health, like they were nurses and they were interested in like tech. So they became the product manager. Same with designer as well. We had like few UX designers. I think there were some from core design field, but then a lot of them were in like health. They were clinician and they chose tech as a career path and became a UX designer.
so basically they would like bridge the gap between
Yeah.
IT and health.
Yeah.
So that is very important. Again. I see that happening in the dental school currently.
Okay, cool. Sorry, that was a segue. But in information science, what are the different careers that people get into?
So information science, basically there are majors in information science you can pursue. So I choose HCI, which is human computer interaction,
yeah.
which I wanted to pursue. Other than that, there are data science, data analyst, program managers as well, product analyst, system analyst. These kind of roles are typically people get into. Other than that, our school is also popular for library science. So other than it's a combination of
Library science.
information
What is
library
library science?
That's when I came here. That's where I got to know there is a program called library science also, and they also had equivalent number of students like enrolled for this program. Actually, there were more than around 50. But they were everyone from US obviously, but they liked library. They wanted to work in library for archiving things in and they are obsessed with books actually. So they want to work in library, manage the libraries, and make public libraries. They have their positions for that. That's what they work.
Let's talk about why did you all choose UNC? Like, was that in your top list? Like, okay, if I get it, I'm like, gonna get it.
For me, the public Ivy League got it. Like, I've read it on internet that it's one of the public Ivy Leagues.
Yeah.
So that's one thing. And the other one was like it's the first public university ever established. And the other
did not
thing,
know that.
yeah, the other thing was the health thing, like the health research especially is like really good on campus. And the fourth one would be the course. It's like it's given in two different areas, like the clinical and then there's other track. The clinical one is where like you don't have to do a thesis, but you just have to do an internship and it's like pretty easy and it's more of like, how do I say, industry oriented, which I was looking for particularly. So I think these four like were my major reasons to choose it.
Love it. Okay.
I would say it's the same as hers, all my reasons. And additionally, like she said, the internship that was mandatory for us to like complete before we graduate from the course was something that intrigued me, and I was like very fascinated with the concept of having internship included in your course curriculum and making it a mandate. So we were supposed to complete 400 hours of internship before we could graduate.
Yeah.
And
Did you guys do internship?
Yes, we did. And I feel, and I feel like it's like really helpful for you in the. I mean, it gives you the experience and then also helps you with the job market. So it just felt like a good deal.
Okay, we got a new person here.
So I'm Matre. I am doing my PhD in computer science here. I came to USA in 2021. I joined UNC first as a master's student in computer science, and then I switched from MS to PhD under the same advisor. So I am a fifth year grad student, but fourth year PhD student.
Interesting. So
Yeah.
can you do so you finished your masters?
Yes.
Okay, and then you just continued to do the PhD.
Yeah. So UNC is pretty seamless about that. You just basically need approval of your advisor, and you need to fill a form, and of course, go through the normal things that all PhD students go through. But then you can convert your degree to a PhD.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay. Why? So they were answering
Yeah.
why they chose UNC, especially health informatics. Why did you choose computer science at UNC and not other university?
Okay, like as for why I chose computer science, that's just what I've been interested in. I technically I work in robotics, and that's what I've been always doing. As for why I chose UNC, there are a couple of different factors. I guess to boil it down to two most important factors. One is that UNC promoted research for even master students. They so I was able to participate in research from the moment I joined, and the fact that you can convert to a PhD very easily. So I was looking for that. And secondly is also cost. So UNC, at least I don't know what the master cost is right now, but at least when I joined, it was considerably less than some schools like NYU or UC Irvine that I also had offers from. So yeah, those were the two reasons.
Got it. Okay. Cool. What about you? Why did you choose UNC? So it's a research angle.
That was one of the reasons when I chose the research triangle area. But I did a lot of thorough research because I wanted to have a strategic plan around, because I was working back in India, and taking that decision, leaving the full-time job as a UX designer and coming here was a big thing. So I did research about research triangle area, firstly, and I potentially look what are the companies which are coming here, firstly. And at that time, it was already mentioned in blogs everywhere, like Apple and Google is already here.
Yeah.
And it was
The problem is you were doing the research in 2022
yeah.
when every company was hiring. Yeah.
Yeah. While that, yeah, and that time, when I saw the job market as well in Triangle area, which was way better. That as well. Apart from that, I follow blogs as well for UX designers, and one of the founders, as in like the senior in Nelson Orman Group, is one of the graduates from our school. I was like, okay.
If he's saying,
yeah.
then
not she's
Yeah,
saying,
like,
but yeah, but I really found like what she's done and what programs she did, what classes she took. I did entire research on that. After that, it made a sense for me, making sense. Like, though the school was information science, I was so clueless. So like, should I go this? Yeah, based on that, I decided to plan everything. Sports, apart from that, sports, research, and obviously public university. That was one of those major reasons. And Triangle area, and also I met before coming here. I got to introduce to the UX groups here. I talked to people, and then I decided to
got it. Okay. And so you had how many years of experience?
Back in India, 6 years.
Got it. Okay. What about you guys?
I have like 2 years of experience.
2 years. Okay.
I had no experience at
No
all.
experience. Okay.
I worked for a year.
For a year. Okay. And you knew that you wanted to get into research?
Yeah, so I graduated 2020, middle of COVID, and I had the offer to join UNC in 2020 fall itself.
Okay.
But because of COVID, I shifted 1 year and
Got
this
it.
work.
Okay.
So I always knew I was coming here.
Yeah, but what about research part?
Yeah, that too, I wasn't 100% sure. That's why I joined masters before doing a PhD. I didn't know what research entailed, but I knew I was interested in it.
Now, I also want to ask you a controversial question before you leave. People are asking me if they should come to United States. Let's say if it was your cousin or your relative calling you and I was like, I want to come to United States for masters. This person does not have any work experience. And they want to be a data analyst, UX designer, or a software engineer. What would be your recommendation?
My answer would be no. I mean, at least now, I think this period is really bad for you to like come for masters to UNC or at least any other university in USA.
So is it not now or is it don't come ever?
It's for now.
Yeah, it's for now. Like maybe if in the future the job market improves, then yeah, maybe that's a good idea. But otherwise, no.
Okay. What if they have 3-4 years of experience?
Still no.
Still no.
Yeah,
Okay.
because like I have experience, but it's not helping me anywhere. So
Okay,
I feel
yeah.
like it would be really hard for you to just come here. I mean, if you know that there's some connection and then you're good with networking, then maybe you have a hope. But I personally didn't have much connections or any networking stuff, so that's why I feel like it's a bit hard if you don't know anyone.
Got it. What do you think?
Yeah, I would say education point of view, it's great. So in case you are interested just for the sake of getting educated and not landing a job, I would say go for it. Like you've got great research happening. Currently, it's not at its peak, but then still there is some great research happening. And then you've got good faculty. So if that is what you're looking for or that is what you prioritize, like getting educated, having that knowledge, go for it. At least the experience of being out of India in a new country by yourself, that teaches you a whole lot. But then again, if your end result or end goal is to land a job here and settle, I would say be a little careful and think twice before you take a step. It's not easy out here, at least for time being.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I would imagine people spending 50 lakhs rupees or 60 lakhs or I don't know what the cost of UNC is. We're going to find out. They will want to, would want to get a job, at least ROI, break even or something. But yeah, I get it. What about you? What do you think? Are your cousins, relatives asking you should they come to United States?
Yeah, I mean, you always get people asking if they should come here. I would sort of, be in the same realm as what they said, that, if you want the experience, if you want the education, then yeah, it's certainly a good idea because the universities here are really good. And also living on your own, you learn a lot of things that you didn't even know
Yeah,
existed.
100%. The personal growth is gonna be a lot.
Yeah, but I know, like, from a career point of view, I would say if you have the savings and if you are like, if you are at a position where now I want to get better, then yeah, you can take the leap, but have a backup plan. Like, what if this doesn't work out? If you are in a stage where if this doesn't work out, I'm screwed, then I would say, think twice.
And this is regardless of having work experience or not.
Yeah.
So fresher, though, definitely people should not come. That I agree. But people who have 3 years of work 4 years of work you're saying still be like, have a plan.
Even being a fresher, in case you want to go ahead, get another degree from a different country and be out there, I would say, yeah. But then the only thing is, do not expect to land a job as and when you like graduate, and then everything's not going to be a smooth, ride kind of a thing.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
that's the only thing.
Let's do quick F1 visa interview. Was it super simple? Or was it complicated? Any interesting story, or was it just like?
I have an interesting
Oh,
story.
yeah,
We have
yes.
an interesting story actually.
And did you guys knew each other?
No.
Okay, you came.
So we've been roommates ever since like we came here. So the thing is
So
like
you guys didn't face roommates drama.
that's another story. Yeah. But the story was more like I did it pretty last minute, like everything, the application, everything. So I think our college was starting on Jan 9th, and then my interview was on Jan 1st, or no, December 31st. And then I wasn't sure if I was gonna come because obviously visa, and then she was waiting on me. So it was pretty last minute and a very rushed, but luckily the process went smooth because like I think at that time I got lucky because I got the visa slot very soon, and then so the process was smooth, but the whole journey was like rushed. So.
And interview wise, like just does people know UNC visa officers?
Yes, they do.
So
yeah.
once you say like UNC, they are like, oh.
Yeah, that's what
Yeah.
happened with me, honestly.
Yeah, I can imagine because this is a good university.
It's one of the most popular as well, and yeah, the public. That's the name thing. Like it's the first public university in US, so everybody knows that. Probably,
Yeah.
one
Okay.
of the best.
Got
And
it.
it was a different story with me. Like while I was interviewing for my F1, there was like a couple in front of me, and they were here for some nuclear research, which was like high security and high clearance kind of a thing. And they had a rough time, like I could see right in front of me. And when I went next, I did have a lot of questioning. They did ask me, what is health informatics, or how is it related to your undergrad course or degree? And then there was like 10 to 15 minutes of questioning, but then
10
I
to
did get
15 minutes. Oh wow! What consulate was this?
Chennai.
Okay.
But then in the end, I did get approved.
Yeah.
So that's a good thing.
But you knew exactly what you were doing and why you were going, so that kind of made it easy.
So I had my answers ready prepared. I kind of was, taken back when he started questioning me and with a straight face. But then once I got into the tune, I was like, fine, I'm doing it.
Confidence
Yeah.
started to build up a little bit. Yeah. Okay. And then, are there a lot of Indian students? Because I don't see a lot of Indian students compared to UTD, which is I see like 5 American students. So, what about like UNC? Like, are there a lot of Indian?
I would say your guess is right. Like there are not as many students comparatively. I would say it's right opposite. Not exactly opposite. Maybe like 20% are here compared to other people.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, for undergraduate, you
Yeah.
hardly find any international Indian students. But then for grad schools, there are like good chunk of Indian students. But then compared to UTD, like you said, it's nothing.
Yeah. What's the batch size for you guys?
Health informatics was very less actually. It was maybe 15 or 20 for each semester.
I mean, the thing with health informatics was it had like a part-time coursework, it had a full-time coursework,
There
it
was
had
a
an
fast
online
track too.
coursework. Yeah, there was a fast track coursework. So ours was a standard pace 1.5 year, and we had about 10 students in our cohort. Apart from that, there were a few students taking part-time coursework and few people online who joined us
So,
online.
yeah.
And so maybe that is health informatics. Computer science same or?
Yeah, so when I joined for MS, the batch size were actually very small. It was maybe like 10 people in my MS batch, but they've increased it a lot now.
Okay.
It's like 50 or 60 now.
Oh.
Yeah.
What changed?
5 to 6
Money.
times.
They wanted money.
Like in
Is
information
it because
science.
it's like really hard to get into?
I don't know, it's like different for every department, I think. But for CS, they just had intentionally kept it small because they wanted to do a research master's.
Okay.
Now, a lot of the MS students are joining as a professional master's. So, it's a different experience from what I went
What's the
through.
difference professional masters versus the
So the research master students, they had like credits allotted specifically for research, and they had to do those things. So it was virtually no different from a PhD actually. But the professional master students, they only take courses. Yeah,
So it's more industry focused.
it is more. Yeah.
Got it. Okay. And then cost of living. So did you guys find apartment before coming to United States or after?
So I found it like after coming to the United States. The good thing is I had family living in Greensboro, which is just 40 minutes to 1 hour away, and they kind of helped me out to like go look at apartments and then figure out. So I could like get an apartment by the time she arrived.
Okay, got it. You booked it. You guys booked it before or before?
Yeah, we signed a lease before coming here because we decided we're gonna get together. That's it.
Yeah.
We were looking for apartment before coming here on Zillow and with the apartments. I happened to know those websites and like I was just browsing them.
Okay.
And we found it. It was a better one as well.
And what's the most common? Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, no, I was just saying that UNC also has a specific off-campus housing website, which not many universities have. So that's a good resource people can use if they are coming here.
Okay. What's the most common like adda? Like where do people, international
Should we
students?
say unicorns or
Unicorns.
Laurel
There are
Ridge?
three,
Yeah.
as far as I know. So there are two types of students who
Yeah.
like opt for housing. So firstly, MBA students and PhD students usually choose Baby Hill.
Yeah,
That's
yes.
that's where my thesis is, and
Yeah.
it's in the campus. So it's
Lived as well.
yeah.
Yeah.
There for a year. Yeah.
It's on campus.
Yes.
Okay.
It's like at the tip of campus, but yeah, technically on campus.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah.
And the second one is like the guys who want to stay outside the campus, which is just like 15 minutes away from here. So there are three apartments which are very popular here. Like everybody stays here. Like, most of the internationals, it's Kingswood, Laurel Ridge, and University Commons. It's
Okay.
perfect for every bachelor who comes here. You can share everything, and that's even you'll get individual rooms of 500 rupees. So you have four rooms, 4 bed, 4 bath. That's it, and individual rooms for each.
500.
Yeah.
Okay.
So-
Wow, that's luxury.
That was when we came for sure. But I'm not aware of the reason.
Recent, it might be
not
higher.
aware. Yeah.
What do you think? Like, is same for on-campus housing?
The cost wise, I think there are some different options. My house is a 2-bed, 2-bath with like non-furnished option, and that's like some 750 per month. Yeah, but I get my own
Oh,
room. Yeah.
but- so
They kind of
ours was like
increased
2B, 2-bath as well, but I think we paid around like
700.
600.
I
Yeah.
paid 700.
Yeah,
And then
It
I paid
depends upon the room.
640 or something, like based
But
on the room
private
size.
room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think my room was what your room was supposed to be, the smaller room in a 2B, 2B.
Oh,
but
okay.
they increased the rent over the years.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
But the
Yeah.
plus point on staying campus, what I felt is like you would get commute at any time at midnight as
Yeah,
well.
there's
You are
called
like,
P2P
what's the range?
Express.
What's the range? Like how far they come? P2P?
Like anywhere on
Anywhere on
campus,
campus,
I
actually.
guess.
Like
Few spots
like
on
how
campus.
many miles I'm
वो नहीं पता मुझे.
Okay.
So it won't go like around the campus. It's just within the campus.
Yeah.
So
Probably until Franklin Street.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how do you come? So it looks like they were on campus, so you just use that
Yeah.
service. And then what about you? How did you commute?
I used to commute by the bus.
Bus.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And there was a way.
But I'm assuming it's free, right?
Yeah.
For
it's free.
students?
It's free.
Okay. Safety wise, how safe is the campus? Is there crimes? Like, are there areas? I'm sure there are areas where people, your seniors might be like, don't go here. But otherwise, is it okay?
I would definitely say it has a lower crime rate, but then you're supposed to be attentive no matter what. So you
Even
still
like right now, daytime.
daytime is still fine because you get to see a lot of people here and there. So there wouldn't be a lot of things happening during the daytime.
It's
but then
mostly during the night.
during the nights you're supposed to be a little more attentive and careful. It's better to like travel in groups.
Yeah.
Have you heard stories from your batch? Oh, oh, like
There was this one
Mason
shoot that
Farm.
happened, right? Like a professor ko someone
yeah.
shot
That was-
on
that
campus.
was a
Yeah,
different
there was not
story.
like a random crime.
Oh,
that was
yeah.
that was.
And then there was
That
one
was-
near Mason Farm Road. Like
In Mason
Yeah,
Farm.
yeah, that was also. I like there have been targeted crimes like personal grudge against people.
Yeah,
Yeah,
those were different.
and I
But then
think one.
like smaller pickpocket kind of crimes as well, because a friend of ours, like their batchmate, kind of went through this thing where randomly a person kind of showed her a gun and were like, "Oh, give me all the money you have."
yeah, that happened.
that person was alone.
That person was alone.
Okay, so groups is what you would recommend. Be always in groups and be attentive.
I mean, this wouldn't usually happen on campus. It's pretty safe, and there is like patrolling every now and then in every area. But then again, it's better to be attentive and safe. It's
Yeah.
think
I
one-
feel like
oh sorry, go on.
Okay. So one thing people don't understand coming from India to USA is that in USA, if you move one block, the atmosphere completely shifts.
Yeah.
So
You gotta-
you know, at 1 second you're on campus and you move like 100 meters, you are in the downtown shady area, and those areas are very close by, but they are very disjoint,
Yeah.
and people usually don't understand that. So you know, till you get a hang of that, I guess be attentive.
Yeah. What were you saying?
Oh, I was gonna say that if you wanna like roam around campus in the night, I feel like that's pretty safe too, because like she said, there would be people around, and I personally did that too. But if it's outside campus, like Franklin Street or any other place, then I would say it's kind of spooky if you wanna like walk around by yourself.
So
Okay.
what I would just add to that, it's safe in both times as well, like in campus, because patrolling is always there, and like even the cops are available on one call, and there are multiple student groups as well. Apart from that, on Franklin, it's the most popular town for party actually. So it's busy till midnight actually, 2 and 3. But after that, it's spooky obviously, and you just got to be attentive. But apart from that, it's safe because after parties, we used to walk home. So if you're walking home, it's safe. But you just got to know where are you going
Yeah.
and what roads you got to take.
Yeah.
Obviously, there are shady areas. You just got to be attentive. That's the one thing at midnight. But apart from that, if you're with someone, no one's gonna trouble you for sure.
Yeah, gotcha. Okay. Cost of living wise, like, so you guys said anywhere from 500 to 800 is the rent. Would you add another 300-400? So like 1,000 to 1,200 enough
Yeah.
from cost of living?
Yeah.
Again, it would depend on the kind of
Lifestyle,
you
yeah.
want to have.
But on
Yeah.
average,
Yeah, on average, we kind of spent 700 everywhere we went.
700 max.
Everything.
Rent, the rent.
No, I'm
Only the
saying
other
like
stuff is
grocery, utility bill, food.
Yeah, like you said, anywhere
1,000
from
to
1,000 to 1,200.
Okay,
Yeah.
gotcha. Cool. Tuition fees. Is it cheap? Is it expensive? Very expensive.
I mean, especially when we came,
Yeah.
when I kind of compared it with other universities, it was kind of on the expensive side, especially for our program. Our per semester just tuition fee was $20K.
Yeah. So we
Wow.
have to
So
do it 3 semesters, so it would be like 60K.
60K.
Yeah.
Okay. And that's including health insurance, everything?
No,
This is
excluding.
just the
Yeah, the health
base
insurance
tuition.
which they suggested was around 2,500, like 2,500.
2,500.
Yeah, per,
Per
semester.
semester.
So
Wow,
It is
that's
expensive.
2,000 almost, yeah, 2,000.
So like $70,000 roughly.
yes.
Yeah. Same for computer science?
No, it was just different for me. I
You
don't-
did for free, I'm assuming.
Yeah, but I can tell you what it would have been.
Yeah.
So for MS, my I-20 had like for 4 semesters some 56,000, but I think they give like entire cost of living on that.
Oh.
So I don't know what portion of that was just tuition.
Okay.
But yeah, so you can like imagine 56,000 for 2 years whole cost of living. That was cheaper than the other offers I had, because the other offers I had were like also in high cost of living area.
Yeah.
But UNC, at least back then when they had less master students, they also gave a lot of TA and RA opportunities. So I did research on that. I asked the admin staff here like how often do people get funded, and that's why I also chose this. So I was able to fund a significant portion of my MS.
But would you say like you're like debt free?
Yeah.
Okay. And you got it from the first semester itself or second semester?
I did get it from the first semester itself, but I got like you get part time, but that was like part of part time in first semester. From second semester onwards, I got the entire that you can get.
And what's the benefit? Like, is it they waive off the tuition fee
Yeah, they waive off the tuition fee and they cover your health insurance.
and you get stipend? I'm
yeah.
assuming.
Yeah, you get stipend.
What's this typical range?
For stipend, I think it's not valid anymore because they have a lot of master students. So any new MS student coming here, they still have those opportunities, but there are a lot more people
Yeah, so
vying
it's
for
very
those opportunities.
competitive.
Yeah, but it was some like 25,000 for 9 months then.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so it was the same as all the PhD students. Like the research masters here is virtually no different from a PhD. Yeah.
And your master's program was 9 months?
No. So 9 months, I mean like, in a year for 3 months you don't get funded for
Oh,
the summer.
because of the
Yeah.
summer.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So in a year you get funded 9 months and you get like 25,000 total.
Nice. Okay. Basically, obviously, you finish your masters with zero debt, and PhD is also full funded.
Yeah.
Assuming.
Yes. Yeah.
And
PhDs usually in USA they are fully funded.
unless government decides to take away the fund.
Yeah. unless that happens. But then you'll just no point in being here as a PhD student then.
Right. Yeah. What about information science? Same fees?
Yeah, it's more or less same, like just 5,000 more than health informatics,
Oh, wow.
65 almost. Yeah, so that
So
was the
yours
end.
was like roughly 75-ish with health insurance.
Yeah, and yeah, that was the more or less.
So
with
75,000 that and 2 years master's program.
Yeah,
So 24,000 for cost of living. So like almost $100,000.
you can consider it as a number, but by in terms of cost of living, it was less for sure.
Okay.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
like if you choose the right, if you plan it perfectly, you can save on that for sure.
Yeah. So you're saying like your cost
Yeah,
of living
yeah.
was slightly cheaper.
So slightly cheaper than that.
So maybe not 100,000,
Yeah,
maybe
yeah.
90,000.
90,000. Just
Okay,
to get
gotcha.
the run. Yeah.
Wow, that is expensive. What about on-campus jobs? So you had TA, RA, but what about other on-campus? Are there on-campus jobs?
Yeah, there are like good opportunities for
Does everybody get on-campus jobs?
most of them.
Okay. And is it easy, like, or competitive? Like, I know a lot of universities is very competitive, and you can barely get it in first semester, but it's not like that.
Yeah,
We got it in
it
our
depends
second
actually.
semester.
Yeah.
Like, I was working as a research assistant at 2 different places. So I got it in my second semester during the summer, like right
Yeah.
after my first semester.
It's the same with me actually. There's a portal for that. So people can just get into people admin portal and then they can apply because a lot of professors would keep their posts there so they can just apply.
Okay. And what kind of on-campus jobs did you have?
So I did a research assistant position, more of a data analyst for a researcher. And then I also did my work in Chase Dining Hall like as a, what do they call that? Wait, there was a name. It was a data entry analyst kind of thing.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Even in dining hall, you get that type of role.
Yeah.
Okay. Nice. And because you were a research assistant, did you get tuition fee waived off or no?
No, I didn't. But there are opportunities. I think a few friends of ours, they did get such opportunities.
Okay. Got it. So on an average, RA opportunities, TA opportunities are there for tuition fee waive offs, but limited.
Yes.
Okay. Gotcha. Same for computer science?
Same for computer science, yeah. They have opportunities, there's just more people now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
But even like I would say outside CS department, I do know people like these guys found jobs, but I do know people who had a very tough time getting a job.
So they are special.
Even-
They found job, full-time job, internship. Yeah.
So yeah, I do know people who struggled getting internships, getting a job. Like some people like had to wait a year before they got a job, and then too they weren't in love with the job. Yeah.
Is it? Do you know why that happened with them?
Well,
lazy?
One thing is like some changes in the department itself. Like I think the year you came, they opened up a lot of opportunities in like health informatics. From what I know, interacting with people
That's
like
good to
over
know.
1 year, because I came here 1 year before you guys.
Right.
Yeah.
Right, right,
So that one thing. Another thing, I guess it's also you have so much workload that even if you do get and any extra job, it's like extra work on top of that. So you struggle a lot because of that.
Okay,
Yeah.
got it.
I mean, the good thing is you can work with like different departments. So we did not work within health informatics department. I kind of work with Injury Prevention Research Center as well as School of Social Work. So these were again not a part of my coursework, or I never took courses from their departments. But then, like she said, through the People Admin portal, it's like an internal UNC job portal. You can go apply, and also connecting with your professors kind of does a lot of help than you think it does. So all I had to do was just tell them or let them know that I was looking for some research opportunities, that I would be interested to work with like any research that is going on, and that kind of helped me a lot land the positions I was working with.
What was your role?
I was working as a research assistant.
Research assistant for all throughout. Nice. Okay. And what is the pay range for, like, what's the minimum wage over here?
I think the minimum is
15 to
Yeah.
25.
Yeah.
25?
25 is max.
25 is max.
25 is
Yeah,
max. Minimum
15.
is 10.
Yeah,
Minimum
10
is
to
10.
15. Yeah.
It's 10.
Okay.
It starts from 10
Okay.
for regular jobs. Apart from that,
Like a dining job, cafeteria job is
The
will be
dining,
10-ish.
The average was like 13.5 when
Yeah,
I
that's
initially joined.
average.
Yeah.
for dining.
I mean, I guess it again depends on which department you're working with, because I've heard people work for like different departments as graduate research assistant and have their tuition fee covered, their insurance covered, and also get a good amount of pay. I guess it was 25 plus.
Yeah, I
Oh,
feel
wow.
like, yeah, it's also based on the researchers and
Yeah, that's
professors,
good.
right?
Right.
So, yeah.
25 is very good. A lot of people get that as a internship salary. So,
Right.
so what about you? Did you have an on-campus job
Yeah, I did.
from
I did-
first semester?
No, I didn't work with the first semester because I was planning, like I was looking around what jobs I should do first of all, and I was planning to get a RA, and obviously TA I was looking for, and I was connected with Professor Banfili. I didn't find one, but I did work multiple jobs in the campus. I found in student store, and I did work with with my dean actually as RA for a project, but it was just for a short, like it's for a semester. But after that, it was more or less, in library as well, and on the campus. Also in sports concessions. There is a sports campus, so you have concessions here. So that's one of the good options.
Got it.
You can
Okay.
attend that.
Same pay range, 13.
No, it's different in both. Like in student store, it's around 10. As an RA, I was getting 22 something, and in concessions,
But it sounds like enough to cover
enough
the
to
cost
cover your
of living.
expenses for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you
So-
find a job, for sure you'll get, and there are even obviously dining areas most time where you find worse opportunities, but you can cover the cost here for sure.
Okay. Okay. What about coursework? Like, is it hard? Is it easy? Is it doable? Like, do you enjoyed it? Do you feel like it was worth it? Like,
I think I personally enjoyed it, and for me, it was between easy and medium kind of thing, because I already knew the coding languages and stuff. But if you're like new, maybe she'll give you a good answer for that one. But if you're experienced, then I feel like it's good for health information.
it's manageable. It's not
Yeah.
like, oh my gosh, what the heck am I doing?
Yeah.
Okay. What do you think?
I mean, it's because I had no coding background, and I came with a clinical background. So I did my bachelor's in biotechnology, genetics, and chemistry, and I came into health informatics, which was mostly IT based more than I thought it was. It was nothing related to health as such. So I did have a rough patch, a rough time, like trying to understand the different coding languages, SQL, Python, and things like that. But then with the help of right people, like she helped me out a lot. So, and there are like introductory coursework that you can actually take up and learn. So these are like very simple courses which would give you the basics or the basic knowledge that you require to build on. And those kind of helped me a lot.
Yeah.
And I guess though the starting was a little rough, I could like complete it successfully.
But you feel like you coursework, like professor is good, professors
Yes.
are good.
Yes.
Everyone
Professors are
was
good.
like very sweet and nice.
Okay. What about computer science?
I guess it's a different experience for everyone because you're coming from a different undergrad education. For me, it was pretty much similar to my undergrad, and I would say even like the courses here were easier.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So
But is it because you are like into it, like you love computer science?
I would say, I definitely do love it, but I would say it's because of just my undergrad, and that was hard.
What was your undergrad? Where did you do your undergrad from?
So I was at IIT Bombay doing computer science there.
now
Like it makes sense now.
So I guess I'm just comparing, but comparing to that, it was much easier for me here.
easy in terms of like because it was more practical. Like what did you find easy?
Just the professors were doing more spoon feeding.
Interesting. Okay.
So, but that's just talking about the courses. I did majorly I did research here, and that was of course much harder.
if you were to do a comparison like IIT Mumbai versus UNC in terms of like education system, like what's the difference?
Oh, education system. I guess. Well, I would say two differences. Firstly, just the style in which they educate you. In IIT Bombay, it's usually like okay, here's the stuff, figure it out. Whereas here, it's like okay, like we'll teach you every single thing, we'll tell you everything, and we'll guide you through the entire process. So you do end up learning more over here, but the thing that I have to figure things out, that's important in jobs. So I would say at least the undergrads here, they are not like that good at like how will I learn new things on my own in that particular thing.
Interesting.
Wow. Yeah. So I would say I like style of education, and in terms of just the content that's taught itself, I think the content is easier over here.
Easier.
Yeah.
Okay. What about practical? Like, is it because my undergrad I did zero programming. I mean, we had programming, but we didn't really take it seriously. So I don't know about IIT Mumbai. Like, did you do programming?
I would say that in terms of practical knowledge, it's pretty much the same. We had a lot of it, and here also they have a lot of like hands-on. How will you like build things on your own?
People like going
get your hands dirty. They have a lot of it here.
Yeah. Got it. Okay. Nice.
So in information science, it's more of medium, I would say, not hard, because the program is a professional degree, not a typical degree where you come here and study a lot. This is more professional experience where how does industry work here and getting hands-on. Like that's what the main experience I got to in information science. And coursework was good. The course was good for user experience, especially for my major I was trying to get in. And I got good classes here and good professors. I got the experience, and based on that, because of that courses, that helped me to find an internship as well for sure. Because I could do those testings and we did hands-on here and practical as well. Like you do a short projects within every class, so that helped me for sure to get that experience.
Okay. Got it. And for your case, the internship part, like did the university help in getting one, or do you have to find yourself?
I found it myself, like the job portal I said. So, and it was all because of my friends too. Like I've got few friends from information science who helped me get to know about the portal, and then other professors in the campus. So it's basically that.
So you just have to look for yourself.
Yes.
Okay. It's not like it's a mandatory, but they won't like give you the internship.
I mean, so for health informatics, there's also an internship manager. If you reach out to her, she would like send you the internships as well if something gets in her hand. That's one way. And then there's also like a portal for especially health informatics. Like you get to like see different job postings, not just in university, but like outside too. They were like one of the resources, but for me personally, the people admin website helped. And I think I've also done another internship with other company, and it came through the internship manager actually. So it's like you'll have to like speak with the managers and then your advisors, so they have a lot of resources that would help you too.
Got it. How easy or hard it was for you to find internship?
So initially it was really easy.
Easy.
Yeah, when I was studying it was easy because at that time they wouldn't have much expectations from me, because my personal like professor, she was just looking for basic coding experience like Python and Tableau, so it was easy for me because I already knew it. But later after I graduated, it got a bit tough because there were a lot of people already in the line, so that's why. So, but I would say just keep upskilling yourself. That's gonna help you.
What about you? Did you not wanted to do internship?
No, I did. I wanted
Oh,
to do
you did
internships.
internship.
Yeah. But during my MS, I did not do an internship. I just worked here with my professor. But I did want to do an internship. I would say getting an internship experience was much different here. In India, your college helps you a lot. Like they have a placement cell and everything. Here, at least I had to like figure everything out on my own. And I put in the same amount of effort that I used to do back in India, and it did not work out over here. So this, you have to put in a lot more effort here. You have to, one thing, people network, just that will help you. And one more thing, I think computer science is not what it used to be, at least like 3-4 years ago. So anyone who hasn't like been actively seeking a job for the last 3-4 years, maybe you are working somewhere already, you will have a much different time now, because just the demand for computer science is lower because all the new AI agents, and the supply is much more than it was.
So what do you think has changed?
The demand is lower because some new AI agents have come up where they can do the coding for you that a low-level software engineer can do, and there are a lot more people applying for CS jobs now.
Okay. So are you saying you still need software engineers?
Yeah, you do. It's just
So like
demand
entry
and
level
supply
has
that
become
changed.
yeah. Gotcha. Okay. But you still need like engineers to maintain those agents.
Yeah, you do. You just so okay, let me put it this way. If someone needed to design an app earlier, they needed to have a person who would design an app for them. Now, if someone needs to design an app, they just need to conceptualize it. They need to know a person who will, who has good in-depth knowledge about it. But the coding part itself can be offloaded to an agent. So, they need a person who is at a more senior level, who understands like stuff, not just the programming, more than that. So an entry-level programmer who just knows coding, they will have a tougher time.
So what's your recommendation? Is it like if people wants to pursue masters in computer science, should they not? Should they do masters in AI, or should they do masters in computer science with AI?
Well,
Okay, sorry for interruption, but what happened while we were filming the video, we had two camera angles. The other one, which was facing me and Amrut, it kind of failed, or like battery died. But of course, we were using iPhone, so it was facing the other way. So we didn't know that the battery has died. And so unfortunately, you will not be able to see me. But the audio, we were recording through a separate device. So the audio is crystal clear. So you will hear the audio. You just won't see my beautiful face. But I hope you still enjoy the podcast and find the value, because there were a lot of important conversation that happened even after the battery was dead. And I didn't want to cut that piece out, and I wanted to keep that because there's still a lot of value in that conversation. So I hope you continue to watch this.
AI will have a similar time as CS did. So even if AI is booming right now, it might not in a few years. So I would say, one, upskill yourself. Always like look for what is in demand. Try to learn those things. Find your own niche. Like become an expert in some area that's of interest to you, because experts are in demand and they will continue to be in
And when you
demand.
say expert, like industry expert.
Industry expert, domain expert, I'm saying. Don't just learn programming. Learn, like, if you're learning programming, learn, like, for example, networks. If you're interested in networks, learn networks. Learn what the infra is. Learn how to build it. Learn what goes into the thing just other than coding.
Yeah.
And also, like, apply for jobs or like areas that are not very much in demand. Like, don't go behind the crowd. Look for yourself. Look for the things that are actually in demand, or that are hiring, or areas that are hiring where not many people are paying attention. So these 3 things I would say, actually 4 things I would say. Network, firstly, because during jobs, the most important thing you can have is a recommendation. If you have a recommendation, I would say recommendation is as important as all the other things combined. So network, find your niche, upskill yourself, and apply for things that not many people are applying for. Yeah.
Great, amazing. I wanna like take a step back. You probably had some expectation of UNC. You thought like, okay, this is what it's gonna be. This is what my life will be. Did it fulfill that expectation, or like was it like, oh, this is not what I thought? Would you choose differently now that you know the full picture?
That's a good question. Should I go or you guys want to go?
Yeah, you can go.
Oh, I would say it's like 80% what I pictured and 20% not. So the 80% would be like the research opportunities and every other thing we just discussed. But the 20 was, I don't know, for some weird reason, I assumed these people would have the placements thing like India. So I didn't know that. So that
Yeah.
was very new for me. Maybe I didn't do much research. So that was the hard thing for me. Otherwise, it was all I expected. So,
And campus vibe and city
Yeah.
life, all of this.
yeah.
Gotcha. Got it. What about you?
For me, I think UNC was what I expected. I'm happy coming here. But USA in general was much different from what I expected.
Interesting. Why? Like, why do you say that?
I think just like you take for granted a lot of things that you can easily do in India, like just going from one place to another,
Yeah.
just that itself. And I had to
And
just
Blinkit and Zapto.
and just finding groceries, just like by a 5-minute walk you find groceries, and just in general like how
The
people behave.
convenience in India is
Convenience
much-
is much higher, and like just in general like the way people think, the way people behave, that works differently over here. For a long time I used to ask people like, should I do this, and they used to say, oh, I wouldn't do that. So I used to think, okay, you wouldn't do that, but I mean maybe you're
Should
saying
I
I
do
should.
it? Yeah. Yeah.
But that actually means stay away from it.
Yeah.
So just a lot of the things are different.
The cultural
yeah.
differences.
Yeah,
Okay.
one thing, like when I came here, I just thought like everything is bigger.
Yeah.
Like even like just roads are bigger, everything is so far away. A simple
Meals
house
are
is
bigger.
meals are bigger, the house is bigger. Just
And
that
I
was the
think
one thing.
I got to see very less people. That was my culture shock. Like
You got to see less
people around. So I was like, यहाँ पे why is it so like, how do I say, what's the right word for not crowded?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and I felt I was in a wrong place just so I thought there were not many people around, but later I realized that is how it is.
Yeah.
thought
Until you go to New York.
Exactly.
I was gonna say that she thought this is the year.
Exactly. I assumed everything was like that, and then I was like, okay,
Same.
no.
I had the same thing when I came. So my university is like super college town, just like Chapel Hill. Like it's probably smaller than Chapel Hill. But in my head, I have grown up seeing like San Francisco, Golden
Yeah,
Gate,
yeah.
New York,
The
Spider-Man
same.
movie. So I would think that then when I came, I was like, how?
Exactly.
What the heck is this? So,
Yeah, I felt that too.
I felt that too, yeah.
if now that you understand the whole US ecosystem, education system, is there like a different preparation? Basically, what I'm asking is like people who are planning to come maybe fall 2026, even though they didn't listen to you and they still came. They're like, I don't care, I'm gonna come.
I was like that. So
Like, I don't want to listen to anybody. I want to come, which will still happen. People will
Yeah.
still come. So, what would be your recommendation that, okay, if you're still coming, this is how I would plan my masters. This is how I would spend 2 years, 3 semesters, and this to be successful. What things would you recommend?
first thing is start from the start. Like start networking the moment you enter here. Like,
The moment you get admit.
yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, don't choose who you want to network with, is what I'm gonna say. It's like, just network with anyone. It could be your friend, professor, anyone, because you never know how they could help you in the future. So that's my first thing. The other thing, before coming, do a very good research on what's happening, and like we already discussed, like maybe be sure of what you actually want, because maybe you'll have to fix on what domain you really want to go, and maybe start focusing on those things, and also try to like have a brain set that you just have to keep upskilling yourself. And yeah, it's good to have fun, but also try to find the balance, because I know once you come here you'll forget and you'll just like get through like on the other side. So maybe remember to have a balance and do yourself.
I love what you said, because that is something I've seen a lot happen in student life. They come here, they start enjoying the life,
Yeah.
and then they forget the true goal.
Exactly.
In some universities, the part-time job becomes their main thing.
Yeah.
They forget that that's not why they came here.
Yeah.
For some people, party life is like something gets over them.
Yeah.
Because they're like, oh, party life, like they
Yeah.
can like go to these fraternities and sororities, and so that happens. So I like what you said.
And one
yeah,
more
go
thing
ahead.
to add to that is, especially with the party life, it's like you don't have to be there for every party. Make sure you prioritize your things.
So go to the party.
Yeah. Choose which party you want to go to, and also prioritize your things. You don't have to just go to.
What about you?
Firstly, I would say the same thing. Network a lot, because that's one, I guess, mindset difference from India versus here, that you learn as you stay here. In India, it's like there's so much competition that everyone is vying for the same thing, and you learn to not expect help from others. So it's usually there's a mentality that I'm on my own, I have to do everything on my own, and I have to like struggle, and like I'm the only one there for myself. Whereas here, networking is much more important. There are a lot of people with opportunities just like waiting to give away those opportunities. So talking to people, relying on others, getting help, seeking help, compared to like just figuring things out yourself, that's more important here. So network as soon as you get an
Yeah.
admit. Firstly,
But
yeah,
on the networking part,
yeah.
I get the pushback that I'm introvert, I'm shy. I don't know what do I talk? Like I don't even know. Like I see a lot of people like, what do I go and tell them? Like how do I network?
Practice. I mean,
Yeah.
what are you gonna do? Yeah, like I don't know cooking, but what will you do? You have to cook. You have to eat. So just, I mean, I'm shy. Okay, like what? Just send a message. You have like
So
you
I
have to
think-
begin somewhere.
Yeah, you just
What-
have to reach out, or hope an extrovert comes to you and speaks to you.
I'm assuming like the biggest hesitation in people's mind is that they are worried about what are they gonna think of me. Like
Yeah.
how do I approach, and will I sound desperate? Will I sound too cocky?
Yeah, like I would say to them, you are the center of your world, but you are not the center of their
Yeah.
world. They're going to forget about you after 10 minutes if they don't like you. So yeah,
I mean, don't say don't like you, because if they hear that, they'll be like, okay,
if they don't like
Yeah,
you, they'll forget
yeah.
about you. They're not going to keep thinking about you. So if you reach out to them
take
after
your
a week,
shot.
after a month, for example, if you reach out to them again, they are not going to remember the first interaction.
And that is another thing, that when you outreach on LinkedIn, specifically on LinkedIn, like if you do like 10 messages and nobody responds, don't take it personally.
Yeah,
because-
10 is way less.
That is just the beginning.
Yeah, 10 is you do in an hour.
Oh no.
That should you do before coming
Yeah.
here. Actually. Yeah. I was just trying to add one point, because as Maitri also mentioned, the references, talking to professors, that's the starting point. Like whichever university you go, start from there, because professors are really important when you start your network. They're gonna really help you to find something or find the right person for you. If you really put in the hard work, they will help you. That's the culture, what I've also learned. If you put in the hard work, everybody's going to help you. If you don't put your hard work, no one's going to help you. That's for sure. Like in Courseworks, or you meet people, you introduce, and even exchange resources. Start from there, I think.
And I think I also want to add that do not hesitate to ask anything to anyone. Like,
Yeah.
just ask.
Yeah.
Maybe you'll find your answer.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
And the worst is
No.
you'll just say no.
yeah.
Yeah.
If you were to go back in time in 2022, 2021, would you choose UNC again? Now that you know everything. Yes.
I would still choose you.
Not NYU because you love and people and
Yeah, that's a good point. But I think I want to omit NYU just because it's expensive. Because this was very cost effective, and then in terms of research and everything worked out with me. But only because of the cost, I would not go to NYU. So yeah.
God. Okay. Would you choose UNC or now?
I would still choose UNC. Yeah, I mean the kind of exposure to research I got from literally my first day, I don't think I would get that anywhere else.
Yeah.
Plus, I at least before they increased the batch size for MS, there were good research, like good funding opportunities also here. So I would do the same.
Roommate drama. How important it is to have a good roommate?
Okay. First of all,
You give it away already without even saying anything.
no, I mean, I'm really lucky I got Tanma as my roommate because we jam very well.
Yeah.
So that I would say compared to others, we didn't have much of roommate drama, touch wood on that. But I feel like, yeah, maybe you should get to know your roommates before you come and then have a chat. But I would personally feel, agar jaan ke bhi, you wouldn't find much about that person on call, right? So it's just that you come here, you figure out if it doesn't work out, then change your roommate. So yeah.
Yeah.
But is it important to have good roommate?
Yes, obviously, yeah, because like you are gonna live with that person the entire year, so you'll have to have a peace of mind. So it's important to have a good roommate because yeah,
Yeah, I would say the same thing. Yeah, it is very important to have a good roommate. It really does elevate your experience or like whatever. But it's also something that's not really in your control. Like Harita
Yeah.
said, you can't really know a person just by talking to them a little bit. And at the end of the day, you factors like how far are you from campus, what's the cost, that will take priority.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's important, but it's not entirely in your control.
Okay. So final question before we wrap. 2020, you graduated in 2024. You graduated in 2023, and now you're into PhD. But from job perspective, based on your batch size, like percentage-wise, how many people have job now in 2025? Everybody has a job.
I don't know the answer for that actually. Probably, roughly in my department. Are you asking for like the permanent position or a temporary position?
Any
It's
job,
based
like
on-
they have a job, like they are making money.
Oh, in that case, I feel like yeah, most of them got it. Like good chunk of them got it. So
Okay.
yeah.
Same in your case.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, same. I think everyone in my batch.
So nobody
like,
went back to NCAP.
Right.
Yes.
They either like went on for PhD or they got a job. Yeah.
Okay, great. Finally, one tip you would give to a student who's planning to come to UNC.
So one thing, as Maitra was talking about it before, that instead of like being like, oh, I want to figure it out all by myself, maybe it's better to reach out and then ask for them. So it's more of like try to be in the crowd than just being yourself when you're here. That will help you a lot. And the other one is like before you come, maybe research on resources of campus, not just the job or academic thing, but other resources that you would get, like the gym or the food or every other thing, because that will help you a lot. And then make use of them, because I didn't do as much, so make use of them while you're at it. So
Yeah, I would adding on to what Sharita said. No.
Yeah, you'll have to pay a lot of money.
Yeah.
You have to pay a
Ask
lot
me.
of
Yeah. Yeah. And one more thing, UNC, this area is a very car dependent area. They have good transit options, but car makes your life much easier. So if you do happen to be in a position where you can buy a used car, do that as soon as you can. Yeah.
I have another take for the car. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, I was here for 2.5 years and I didn't need a car. I mean, if I want to go to Raleigh and other places, then yeah, definitely I would need a car. But at least in the Chapel Hill area, I feel like there's like good transit, like buses, and it's free for the students.
Yeah.
So I feel like you can get around in Chapel Hill. But yeah, if you want to go anywhere out, then like my
It
said,
just
the car.
takes
would be
time to reach.
Yeah, it takes time,
If you want to take
Yeah.
bus, that's the only thing. But there are buses as well to reach Durham and Raleigh as well.
Yeah.
But it just takes.
There's a direct
lot of
bus
time.
to Duke actually from
Yeah, yeah.
university.
Yeah.
So
So yeah, definitely don't go in loan to buy a car.
Yeah.
But like
Yeah.
if you are
Like
getting a stipend or something. Yeah.
$2,000. Is there a tech market, like health market, I know there is like lots and lots of health research stuff, bio informatics and gen. Like I saw Biogen, BSL.
Yeah.
There's like a bunch of health-based companies.
Yeah.
But tech market is that? Like, are there tech companies
In this area.
in RTP?
Yeah. There's
Yeah.
Lenovo, there's Apple. I think there's Intel also here.
I saw Google. Is
Yeah.
there and,
So it's an up and coming area actually for tech. Yeah.
got it. So in your case, you got the job through networking, meeting people. You decided to do PhD.
Yeah.
But are you planning to work at all, or you want to go into the research field, like academia?
Yeah, I'm not sure. I still have 2 more years, but industry is an option for me, and I would follow the same things actually. I would just network. I try to reach out to people, and I want to stay in research-oriented roles, so I would just reach out to those people. And
You will be one of those where I would be making reel on you, like rejected $50 million offer from Meta.
I can see that.
You know,
They will be going after you.
if they're paying me $50 million, they're getting something that I probably don't want to give.
Awesome. This is fun. I'm so glad we did this. Thank you for spending.
Yeah.
I don't know. We spent like 2 hours. This is a long podcast, but hopefully this was fun for you as I
Definitely.
made you go through the whole
Yes.
memory lane. But
Yeah,
again,
it was
thank you
fun.
for
It was fun.
doing this.
Keep smiling.
keep
Keep
hustling.
hustling.